Salutations, my name is Drunker, and today we are back with another episode of another Eidos of Dragon Bainar. Today we are going with the final part of Stallion Smash, the ultimate male horse derby. That's right, as you can see, I actually have not been playing this event at all because I was so busy for the past 3 weeks. I did not have time to, edit around this one, so because I was focusing on other events and also I have personal stuff going on. So we finally have the time to be reading through Stallion Smash. I'm probably just gonna be cutting this into parts because 2 individual recordings so that I don't get confused or burnt out. I just recorded the first part for Bearman's Labyrinth and I'm gonna record it later, probably in another day, the last part, so then I can combine the 2 footage together to have a gameplay ready for you. So anyway, we are going to proceed to Stallion Smash, the male horse derby ultimate. Forgot to add ultimate. It's not an Eidos event if it's not ultimate, apparently. Okay, so we are in FD15, a nightmare conspiracy? We just slept with Helion, slept with Spica and Orion. I don't even know why, but he did. So he did. Let's go. Nightmare conspiracy. What in El Dorado has happened to me? Jade? Jade!
Aw, my cute little pony is finally awake, is he?
What about my race? How has it turned out?
You were dead last, and I mean dead last, the losing horse by far.
What? I lost? Even with your power providing me this new suit while I'm Chivalrous Baron? How could this be?
I say it's your fault for being so obsessed with milk, you milk-guzzling king, you. Having seen you fall head over heels for those Obsidonian horses, can you even call yourself a horse of royal pedigree anymore?
You do have a fair point. My loss does appear to be my fault. However, I need to move my mic a bit because I am scared that it's gonna be like Bright Summer Fest again. Was my initial sprint not impressive enough? At least I got to feel like a wild adventure for the first time in a long while, especially when I was able to take the lead and show my body off.
A loss is a loss. What the hell are you even blabbering about?
But the problem ensued after that point is what I'm getting at. This suit of yours, which is supposed to be so full of magic, was to no avail. Which is odd given that we did verify beforehand that your magic ought to hold upon leaving your confines of the Federation. If only I would have not underestimated how powerful, how masculine, and how charming these Obsidonian horses were going to be.
Hey, why the hell are you still blaming me? I can't help that you're just a mare at heart. Those damn nightmares with all their excess magic just had to intervene and shake things up. Now they've practically made this racetrack the center of the world. Every last bastard here is itching to fulfill their dreams of getting rich overnight. It's all you can eat sweet, sweaty male dreams right now. Jealousy toward fat cats won't cut it. Not one bit. I may be the Shadow King of jealousy, but I'm still in an outside out of my element in enemy territory.
I see. That would mean we started this battle at a considerable disadvantage. I apologize for dragging you into this. I just assumed I could always rely on you for everything. 20.26 million Dracos per breeding. I mean, my word, what a jaw-dropping catchline to reel in any man.
Your pony ass needs to learn how to shut the hell up, give up, and go home already. If you do stay here though, you'll need to envy all the studs that are actually making 20.26 million Dracos per breeding.
But if I go back now, I will have tarnished the Federation's name. Moreover, what are these chains for? I feel as though I am being treated as a criminal. To hell with this! Huh? I hear chains rattling from the next stable over too.
Hey, somebody's over there!
Wait a minute. I think I know you. Helion, what happened? Or Helios, what happened?
One of your gay besties is all chained up, huh? Not the gay besties. He literally reeks of semen. P.U.
Jade, how rude! What the heck is that? Who exactly are you? Huh, have we not met somewhere before?
So the mayor next door goes by Miss Helios. Looks like he's really down on his luck right now.
Helios? Jade, the Shadow King possessed by jealousy, and the King of the Federation of Pays Blanc, and of its dragon vein Equus, or so that who I believe you two to be, yes? Never thought we'd meet at a time and place like this. You happen to know me and Jade? Where are we? And why are we chained up? Shh, lower your voice until you wish to be roughed up by those other men again. Yo, where's that one there? I want to see if he's awake. I don't know who this is. Oh, it's Mangi and Foras. Hey there, chivalrous Baron. It might be banged up a bit, but you're a pretty tough guy, aren't you? Are you an adventurer? And what is this talk about my being a mayor? The name's Mangi. I guess you could call me a nouveau riche in the making, or something like that. I'm a horse owner as of today, and from this day forth, I'm gonna be your master, Mr. Losing Horse Baron. My owner and master? Mangi dangles a key adorned with fancy ornamentations, likely to indicate that he is in fact the master of our chained-up chivalrous Baron. What are you even saying? I belong to the Federation. I am not an Obsidonian horse. Hey now, how naive do you have to be to realize that you're in Obsidonia right now? If memory serves me right, you're the dark horse who showed up out of nowhere and just had to register yourself to race. Thanks to everyone in the crowd betting on you, Volker and I really hit the jackpot. Volker? Volker? Volker! What's happening? Oh, he evil! I told y'all Volker's evil! That means I let everyone down, even the Obsidonians watching. I was able to buy ownership rights over you with the prize money that I got. Well, it's not like I needed to get a hold of you, but this guy here was really itching for me to. Quit flapping your jaws, Mangi. Ow, that hurts! Impossible. How could I have been bought? Huh? Are you suggesting that some other owner out there would have taken you in as a losing horse? Where is that guy? I don't see him. You could wait days on end for that guy to show up, and I can assure you, he never would. Horses who lose so badly like you did get tossed to the wayside. Hold up, Chivalrous Baron. You realize that you can't register to join any of the race without an owner, right? Who did you put down as your owner? If you contact that person, there might be still hope for you. Wait, what? Don't tell me you entered the competition with a fake owner name. That's basically enslaving yourself. As my guarantor, or owner as you put it, I wrote down Equus, head of state of the Federation of Pays Blanc. Equus! No way! There's just no way in hell! There's zero chance that some cold-hearted king who won't even write off my debts would take, much less keep a loser horse like you. Enjoy a happy horse life on a ranch with me, the guy who's already abandoned the Federation. Equus is just gonna have to accept the judgment that's befallen his chivalrous Baron. Why would you do something so reckless? You say that, but I was serious about winning, which is why I came here. Yeah, there's no sense in ganging up on the guy. Winning is all that matters, right? Just win, ain't it? Well, I say that even though I'm the one who won. To think you, the top contender, was actually the wise king of the Federation, whose caliber rivals that of anyone else in generations. Even with all that going for me, whenever I wear the seat of Jades, I become enveloped by this strange sense of euphoria, in which I cannot help but show myself off and go out there and do it. I become more and more unlike myself. Oh, hold on.
Don't you dare be blaming me again. Well, all is well now that I'm super rich. 20.26 million, 6 million Dracos per breeding is there for the taking. And with Sir Foras here, the best stallion candidate you can ever find, he's going to be your breeding partner.
Damn it, Mangi. I told your stupid ass not to run your mouth. Breeding partner, you say? Can you even handle a horse that wild? So, are you hurt? Injuries can be really serious for us horses, you know. Huh. Never mind, you're fine. Well, fine physically perhaps, but how should I put this? Right now, you're pretty freaking pathetic. As for you being the mayor, I'd get married to. Oh my goodness, we are doing an arranged marriage. I never thought the day we would get something like this, but okay. I considered the possibility when I first saw you on the track. Oh, I remember you. You were that senator in that race. You practically trampled right over Orion and the other athletes, doing me in as you darting through the arena. Does that mean you were the winning horse in that race? He just said. Yep, sure was. Were you able to watch me? I bet you were watching, huh? Well, I'll be seeing you on the track. I sure wanna go up against you sometime. I'll pound you and trample you at the full horsepower. Oh, now I really feel sorry for him. I'll be gentle with you, but yeah. Huh? If I sent a horse out there who lost that badly, I'd be booed out of the stands. Shut up, Mangi. You're our owner, so figure it out. Come on, what owner purposely sends out a horse on the tracks that he knows is just gonna lose? It'd be a total waste of Dracos. Well, if I win against Foras, that means I become number 1, yes. My one shot at fulfilling that dream of 20.26 million Dracos. Is there still any hope left for me to make that happen? Huh? What makes you think you can be so cocky about the whole situation? You couldn't even take down Orion or any of the other thoroughbreds that gang up on you. Yo, Mangi, you need to get this guy in the races too. If you don't start listening to me, I'm gonna cut ties with you real quick. Heck, I might even leave you stranded in the forest of death. Huh? What good do you even see in this horse? Damn it, Mangi, you're such a dumbass. Hey, where do you think you're going, Foras? Wait, hold on. You, my owner, are just going to abandon me? Hey, you got to understand that we're in the breeding mare's only stable. So listen up when I say that we're... Somebody's coming. I need to call for backup. There's no other way. Seriously, you really don't need to do anything that isn't necessary. Helios then throws Equus onto the straw bed that is there. His dignity as the wise king of the Federation no more. Helion! Oh, Helion! That's weird. All the other trainers have gone home, but Helion's nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be had, what? He wouldn't just dip on us and be somewhere else, would he? Would anyone here happen to know the whereabouts of my knight Helion? I'm not gonna... horse. I'm sorry, that's so weird. My apologies, I do not understand horse speech. Kafka, there's no sense in asking a horse anything. Helion would know that, I'm sure. I can still pick up on Helion's scent, but this stable's practically a lair in its own, right? All these magic odors not belonging to me are going to make my nose fall off. I didn't even want to come near these stables to begin with. If it didn't take long for Small Fry to get cocky once they realized strong magical beasts could stay on the surface and not be lost to oblivion. I ought to eat them for thinking that they can do whatever they please in my Obsidonia. Now, try to be calm and peaceful, Beelzebub. I knew it! So you are Helion, aren't you? Don't blurt that out, please. I'm Emperor Kafka's knight. I don't wish for him or anyone else to realize that I've fallen into this state. I must protect my purity for Emperor Kafka's sake. I was right. So who is the culprit behind you being turned into a horse? The nightmares of Orion and Spica. Since the start, I've been laboring in the stable so that our races in Obsidonia could operate smoothly. To churn out even stronger horses through breeding, I was turned into a horse to be their mate, or mare to be specific. This is preposterous. That means Obsidonia is being invaded by a magical beast. You're making it out to be a bigger deal than it has to be, which is what I don't want to do. As it stands now though, this racing boom has made our land of Obsidonia prosperous once more. Even if we were to punish the nightmares for their malicious actions, what happens then? You must have got caught up in this dream of 20.26 million Dracos per breeding too, huh? Did Spica organize that? Maybe he set everyone up. No wonder he's called an evangelist. If their wicked deeds are exposed though, everything will be for naught. You do have a strong point there. I figured I might as well endure what I have to if I'm to be the only one who's suffering. But I'd never imagined for 1 second that Equus, the head of the state of the Federation, of all places would suffer the same misfortunate as me. About my true identity, would I be able to have you keep that a secret between us? You really think that's no one else would find out given how you look? It seems way too obvious to me who you are. Well, the thing is, very few people know of my true identity in this getup in the Federation either. Well, as I understand things now, this racing boom is directly tied to whatever the nightmares are up to. It is becoming all the more obvious that I cannot just pack up and head back to the Federation just yet, and I certainly cannot leave you like this, either, Helios. Does that mean you have a plan? It is hard for me to pinpoint one at this time, but our luck has not run out entirely just yet. I'm confident now that Foras will give me another shot at this. So horse racing really is all about getting your hands on ownership rights over the right horses. Now I can watch the races from the best seats in the arena for free, and while enjoying the best food a guy can get his hands on. Rich guys itching to be bum chumps with me are handing me items left and right. I guess it's true that Dracos pile up for those who ought to have him. Everyone wishing to be owners, welcome to Obsidonia's National Racetrack's VIP rooms. Huh? Wonder what's going on here. Oh, it's Spica! Oh! As you get a taste of what it's like being an owner here today, you'll also be giving a seminar on how to own horses. Rogue is here too! We got the gang here. We got Mangi, we got Rogue. Wow, everyone's here. We got Folker somewhere in the crowd, but well, dang it. I want to be one. I sure as heck do. Yeah, I want to be one too. My new owner's in here somewhere. I feel it. I don't care who he is. I still got fight left in me. Yuck, the vibe in here is totally weird. Looks like everyone here is pretty loaded though. Why are these guys in the VIP room? Hey there, Sir Mangi. Huh? You're talking to me? Yep, sure am, Sir Mangi. You're a super lucky man of anyone's dreams. This is the start to the brainwashing seminar for owner wannabe rookies. What's this about brainwashing? Hey you, simmer down you hear. Yo Mangi, become my owner too, man. Don't see why not, yeah? I just love to mate with your Foras so I can be that stallion who gets 20.26 million Dracos per breeding. Me too, I want to become that stallion too. Not that talk again. Besides, there's no way you guys have a chance with Foras. He's only interested in strong mates. No! I don't want to be seminar, huh? Well, that's got nothing to do with me. We'll leave. Let them deal with whatever seminar they got going on. But Rogue's here too! Okay, so I'm going to be filming a bits of the scenes where you can only see it through the adult scene because it may provide better context to this event. So yeah, I will not be showing the adult scene in full. I'll be only showing the parts where it's safe for work. So the first one is in the seminar. I think this is the 17th part. So if you click here into the seminar, you'll get this scene. Hello world. Hello everybody. Thank you all for coming to today's owner briefing. Again, I'm sure everyone here knows just how successful horses have been as of late. Body language is the way to go, not some hard to follow explanation. Today's an important day for owners and horses alike to build relationships that are even more special. Get intimate to your heart's desire with that special partner of yours who is definitely here with you in this very room we're in. Oh. Can I really become an owner? Of course you can! You say that, but as far as I can tell, all the thoroughbreds here are famous, handsome powerhouses. Just being able to meet you all here like this is such a huge honor for me. It's like a dream. I'm just a humble merchant from Sepia. Really, becoming an owner feels totally out of my... It's just that, well, my friends keep talking about how this business is booming, so I've been curious. Just a little, though. Yet here we are meeting each other. There's no need to shy away. Look! Spica embraces the skittish merchant, allowing him to feel and touch his body. Judging from their attire alone, it would seem that there is a wealth and prestige gap between them. Oh, you had such an amazing body. You're not just a genuine athlete, but a perfect one at that. Plus, all your equipment is so high-end, Mr. Spica. I know the other horses are wonderful too, but you're absolutely fabulous. Aw, you're making me blush. How about you become my owner then? Say what? It means you'll be buying me. There's just no way. Though confused, the man can't resist the oh-so-tempting physical contact Spica's offering him. Uh-oh. Spica warmly embraces the man like a dear friend, nay, like a lover, putting his arm around him and letting him touch every square inch of him, so that he may appraise him without inhibition. Even without expertise in textile, it's obvious just how many sets of the merchant's own attire made of thin fabric could be bought for the same price as Spica's silky robe. Isn't that such a lovely idea? Well... Spica, the seminar instructor, being so close to the merchant feels so unrealistic to him, with his own instincts instantly picking up on the gaps and sheer imbalance present between them. The man begins to panic and look around to make sure he isn't making anyone else around him jealous because of all this physical contact with Spica. Can I be an owner of some of the horses warriors here? Even your owner? Of course, if you got Dracos, hugs are free, for me at least. If we got the Dracos, what's the matter? Is there anything you didn't quite understand? You can always ask me. I'm sorry. It's just that I actually don't have any money to speak of. I only pretended to be loaded. I figured that if I took good pictures while I was here at the seminar, then bragged about it on the yokai net, that maybe I'll get to meet up with some of the rich adventurers out there. I just came here out of curiosity, really. And I'm sure a pathetic liar for doing this, Mr. Spica. I'm actually a third-rate businessman, a total scam artist. A liar, you say? I sure don't think so. Even without Dracos, you can obtain ownership rights from just one share. All the horses gathered at the seminar venue are magnificent steeds, all-star athletes that the merchant has seen out performing in the arena. The ownership rights supporting these male horses are securitized by Spica's approach, having multiple people buy the same horse in shares. That way, multiple patrons, investors, aspiring lovers, and all sorts of adventurers may flock to each and every horse. From just one share, loads of adventurers can support us horse by being our owners. Is that really possible? Even if I did become an owner, I wouldn't be able to have you all to myself. Is that what you really think? Because from what I'm seeing now, it's just you and me. True, but I'm feeling so much rock-hard inspiration inside you right now. This is the chance you've come to grab for yourself. It was also my chance to get to meet you. And I just had to seize that opportunity. The merchant happens to be a very cunning Sepian con artist, as Obsidonia's national racetrack is very much the center of all attention in El Dorado. The genuine capitalists out there continue to gather there, along with so many mighty fine male horses, of course. If he could just latch onto one of them and bring back some fabricated stories he'd get to brag about, he knew his wallet would fatten up substantially. If you're going to be an owner, we'll need to get to know you a whole lot more. Alright everyone, interaction time with the horses begins. Helios, why are you not putting up a fight against your treatment? You have been stuck in your stable for days now, and though I may be stuck here with you, you have certainly suffered far more than me.
Damn it! Just as I feared, those bastards really did get strong through nightmare power. Did you not notice that potion they took? That holds the key. That strategy is just a rip-off of the slime bovine milk concoction that I devised.
That would just show how intense training Thoroughbreds truly is. The slime suit wrapped snugly around Chivalrous Baron's Adam's apple, sensed the exact moment it bulges as he swallows it. At this rate, that loyal knight Helion will forever be Helios. At which point, my shot at achieving that dream of 20.26 million Dracos per breeding will become absolutely impossible. Bringing an end to this racing boom would be a terrible shame, but I cannot just abandon poor Helios. And so, I shall be the one to put an end to whatever it is that these nightmares are scheming.
That's an awfully motivating speech coming from you, but rest assured, as the Shadow King of Jealousy, I see right through you and know what's truly on your mind.
What about the Federation's Thoroughbreds? Was I not threatening enough as a dark horse? What about my royal bloodline? Is the Federation's royal blood not superior to some Verdantian wild horse?
Your name isn't even being brought up at all right now.
How come my stallion potion does not suffice? Gads, this vexes me so much, Jade.
As ironic as it is for me to say this, don't be getting all jealous, you sore loser of a pony.
Oh my god, it's Backrat! Come on, step right up. We all have all sorts of merchant stock for all your favorite horses out there. From textiles, caps, cologne, posters, pins, to trading card games, we have it all. We even have deluxe editions of those items modeled after our marvelous Stallions. How did you even do that? We even have those trendy acrylic stands and keychains. Everything is exclusively for purchase within this venue. You can even invite your favorite horse to your room. We're not about lame mail orders or online shopping, so deal with it. Oh god, it's the same thing with what they did to Bright Summerfest. Give me one of everything. Acrylic stands, keychains, and pins for each athlete, please. Now hold on there, that's all very random. If you want all that, you'll have to keep drawing until you get them all. That's a total ripoff. You don't have to purchase anything if you don't want to. There are plenty of big spenders out here who are willing to dish out the dough till they have all what they want. The hell. A man who can't spare a few Dracos and their favorite horse ain't a true fan or customer at all. Get lost, you. What? Bro, are we this illiterate that a disclaimer needs to be said? To answer that question, it's a yes and a no. Because sometimes we just take things a little personally. Even I have taken some things personally while browsing on Blue Sky. Excuse me? Why? How can I help you? Acrylic stands, please. One for Chivalrous Barn, Orion, and Foras. Much obliged. But I must tell you that what merchandise you receive is random. You'd best pray and hope that you get lucky. Awesome! I did land on Chivalrous Barn, Orion, and Foras. What? Thanks, dude. Later. My oh my, That fellow's always so lucky. Even though I made sure to load up the draws with lots of losing tickets. Wait, how do you not know this guy? Wait, Baccarat, how do you not remember Domino? He literally was the one that destroyed your casino. And he's like, oh, it's you! Why are you here? Why are you always making my life worse? That should have been his reaction. Where that one part-time I heard? Come here for a second, will ya, mate? What is it, boss? Pull out about half the merch for Chivalrous Barn we have in there. Huh? Why? Demand is obviously high. It'd be a waste if we sold out of them too soon. We need to sell more on the black market so that we can drive up their rarity value. We'll rake in a lot more cash by jacking up their prices that way. Okay, sure. We'll use our reduced Chivalrous Barn and inventory as bait to sell the rest of our stock. We'll also rotate the purchase exclusive offers we have on the daily. Today's will be a... I'm not gonna say that word. Print of Chivalrous Barn. Then tomorrow will be some nude photos of him. This will incentivize customers to come back again and again. I can just see our profit margin skyrocket. Yo, Baccarat, what you selling today? Well, if it is the most notorious reseller himself. Scamming people just wasn't enough for you, huh? Now you're flipping my merch, scumbag. Hey, Mo, from you, huh? You're gonna lose friends over this, you know. Anyway, quit your yapping and sell me 20 acrylic stands. Here's the cash. Yes, sir, right away. Payment received. So, how are you gonna resell these? I can't imagine they'd sell anywhere else. Tell me your secret, for old time's sake. Ain't nothing special. There are people out there, you know, who are into some... Wow. Yes, some real deep stuff. They definitely shove these things up there. Oh my god, they are trying. They are really trying. Oh, I know. They're definitely gonna do all of those. I don't know or care what they actually end up getting, but even picks ought to do for them. Later, gotta make bank off this. Wait, what? Guys are actually using our merch for those kind of things? You will not believe what people have been doing with merchandise, Baccarat, and I'm not one of those gladly. Nah, there's just no way. The way they're shaped would really do a number to a man's inside, no matter how you look at him. Why are you here? Huh? These goods you're selling here are the very interesting things to me. Are the very... What? Why did I say... these goods you're selling here are very interesting to me. Kowloon's gonna get scammed. Hehe, I scored big time. Rogue Adventurers team! Hey there, Domino, where did you go? Did you buy something? Yup, I sure did. They were selling merch and I just couldn't help myself. What the hell is this thing you bought? These are acrylic stands. Don't tell me you don't know what those are, Poogie. Wait, he seriously doesn't know? Hell no. Why would I know about this kind of crap? What are these things even for? You display them much like statues, right? Huh? You would display something like this in your room? Placing these bored-looking things with these dudes' pictures on them sounds super lame to me. Another disclaimer. Wow. How much backlash did they get for this? For oh my goodness. You collect bananas and accessories too, don't you? It's really the same thing. It's the same thing. Forte even collects weapons and stuff. Ah, now I get what you mean. So that means you like horses enough to buy their merch, Domino. Are these your favorite ones? Hell yeah! Chivalrous Barn, Orion, and Foras are dope as hell. These stallions really do take my breath away. People sure are all about what's trending these days, that's for sure. Whether what's trending happens to be people, things, or what have you. Why would people be pushing for something that isn't even about them? Who's got time to worry about some random person and spend money on them? It ain't like any of us are loaded. Another one? Oh, is it okay? This has to be like something related to the lore. I don't know what it is. I think I'm overanalyzing this. Boogie, you really been on one. Like, you're really starting to make me sweat bullets here. Well, some people find meaning in life through supporting others. That's my 2 cents on the matter. I guess you could also call it the desire to serve someone. Or, of course, there's also the consumer aspect of it all via the act of spending money on them. Yup, and shopping sure is fun. Huh? Well, I'm not sure if I'll buy any of this or not. Even so, these are just boards with pictures plastered on them, yeah? The tree guys again. We have seen this time and time again. The rest of this conversation is history. What does that even mean? Okay, we're back. Ah, there you are, Fegor. Ah, Calhoun. What are you doing here? I have been watching the racehorses indoors. Their bodies are magnificent, galloping and leaping across the arena, I mean. They are nothing like me at all. We were all born with different roles to fulfill. That is all I see here. Even if I grant you that some specimens are quite similar to one another, slight differences would still foster their individuality. That becomes even more evident when we take physique into account. That is why and how people have always complemented each other. I understand the logic of what you say fully well, but even so, I still long for what I don't have. Watching these horses have made me wonder, what if I had been born into a completely different life? What a meaningless hypothetical. And yet, I can't help but think about it. Alas, seeing them dash across the arena, uninhibited by anything, as if they were slashing through the wind. Then, there in that arena, they may ever... Don't get tongue-tied over some fantasy of your own invent. Yes, I suppose you're right about that. Come to think of it, Calhoun, what were you up to? I found a booth and bought this. It's an acrylic stand of Chivalrous Baron. I won it from a raffle. Acrylic stand? They have those? Everyone seems to be wanting these transparent boards with pictures of the athletes placed on them. Fascinating. So people find idol-like devotion in something as thin as board with a picture on it. What should I even think of this fantasy world of blades and magic now that I know that it has acrylic resin in it? I say it's a bit too late to be worrying about something so trivial as that. Didn't the Dragon King himself tell us all to dive into the chaos? This chaos he speaks of seems to be quite insignificant in scale. Do you hate that? No. I'll take it as an adventure in its own right, and that shall be my own small step forward. What do you mean by that? For now, I suppose I'll take a picture of myself with this acrylic stand you brought, and then upload that picture to the YokaiNet, or something like that. We still haven't had an event on YokaiNet, by the way. Then I'll get some likes and that'll be mission accomplished for us. How does that sound? I quite like the sound of that. Well, I hope at least you're enjoying yourselves. What the heck? This is the Rogue Adventure theme track, the theme. Yo, I literally busted a nut with the help of Gamella's huge... Oh my god, the other day. We just started, my goodness. I just started recording this, and we're already... It's typical Eidos fashion. Whoa, why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? His package is insanely big. Most guys couldn't even last much less but bust a nut. Getting a taste of it was hard enough, but I just needed to spice things up for a change, you know? I'm not asking why you busted a nut with him. I'm asking why you're bringing this up in the first place. Oh, well, I've been watching all the horses here, and, let's just say it got me thinking. Ah, well, I suppose I see where you're going with that. But I still don't see how you intended on spicing things up for a change with Gamella's good of all things. Yeah, I don't know. Hey now. Well, you hook up with chicks sometimes, don't you, Moxla? I don't see how that's any different. I suppose you have a point. Don't just agree with that he says. I mean, oh my god. Moreover, what I'm packing can't be compared to anyone's. My manhood is far stronger, and I will never back down on that. Oh, what's this I'm hearing? Getting all competitive, are we? This is just cheap provocation at best. I'm not one to fall for such bait. If you're looking for actual competition, take a gander over there. Huh? What? Where? What are you doing here? Those are some mighty fine horses out there. Yep, they sure are. Every one of them is masculine and buff as hell. Plus, I hear that their sperm is worth an insane amount of money. Whew. Playing the risky dice here. There's this rumor that the highest price a shot of the stuff can go for is like 20.26 million Dracos. What? Really? Wonder why it fetches that much. Well, probably because what they're packing is worth that much, if not more. This is just luxury goods at this point. Still insane to think that one can earn a stud that much, though. But I suppose these are conversations being held by the real dom tops around here. I say you're blowing things out of proportion. Even we've gone on hands on that kind of money before, you know? Yeah, we had that kind of money. Not anymore. Hey look, check out Chivalro's barn over there. He's one of the top contenders this time, or so I hear. What did I say about you blowing things out of proportion? And those muscles are insane. What'd he eat to get like that? What? Yo, Chivalro's Baron! I'm watching you perform your performance out there. Good luck out there, man. Thank you for your support. Please come watch my next match too. Hey, so how much do you think you can be at bench press? Huh? Come again? I can bench press 1,400 pounds easily, just so you know. Damn, leave it to you to be so freaking detailed about your stats. Well, what do you have? What? You have nothing to say to that? Aha, that means I'm better. Maybe that means my seat is worth more than yours. Too bad I ain't a horse. Otherwise, I'd take that #1 slot in a flash. Well, you did not take the #1 top in Topdom Island, but I digress. Wow, talk about a pointless attempt at one-upping someone. Seriously, stop before you embarrass yourself. He's already embarrassed himself many times. Well, to answer his question, I believe I can bench press at least 1,600 pounds. Not too shabby. That means you're just a tad bit stronger than me. Now you're really sounding pathetic, Leonhardt. Well, I would assume the slightest discrepancy could be attributed to whatever differences there might be in how we train ourselves. But for instance, if you push yourself too hard too often, you might not be getting the rest you need at night to keep your gains. Damn it, he's right. Hey guys, y'all got a sec? What? Oh, Basker. I heard you guys talking and like wow, you can lift almost 1,400 pounds? Not just almost, the full 1,400 pounds points, maybe a little bit more than that. I mean, I don't know why you're so impressed given that this dude here can lift more than me. From my standpoint, I think you're both amazing. Like, I'm being for real. So, how do you train yourself? I can't seem to put on weight no matter what I do. I'm so freaking jealous by how huge you are. I think that's freaking awesome. Huh. Damn, you got a good eye, boy. Hey, you wanna feel my muscles? Can I? Hell yeah! Sure thing. Will touching him be enough for you though? That's the real question. I could let you in on a more hands-on approach to working with him. Oh my god, he's making the moves. Wow, talk about a mess getting cleaned up on the fly by some dude taking a shot. Anyway, how come you all competitive like that? I beg your pardon, are you talking about me? Honestly, you're more of a stalking horse than a dark horse. Preposterous! I'm so terribly sleepy. If only they could commence the next match already. Why do you even bother tagging along if you could have just stayed home and behaved yourself? Now you know very well that I couldn't possibly just stay home and stand idly by. Besides, I'm experiencing the worst creative block I've ever faced. Truly, not a single idea is getting through. I figured visiting our newly constructed racetrack for the horses would provide me just the inspiration I need to continue composing new works of my own. I haven't heard the jubilant voice of our people in ages. Moreover, these matches, dare I say, are not inferior to those of erotic wrestling, which you fancy so much. Don't even compare what I do with what these horses got going on. They ain't, I assure you. All they do is gallop around for a bit before they get down and dirty in the mud, which gets the crowd going and making them want to place bets on who comes out on top. Seriously, I thought it was just gonna be real horse racing where they just run around. Nope, it's not the case. Damn, not horse racing sound exactly like erotic wrestling. This is bullshit. What a marvelous straight man routine. I must say, I'd never get bored of watching your theatrics. So son of mine. Uh-oh. Well, that makes you happy, I guess. Where did Basker go off to now? Basker's a wonderful boyfriend for you, I must admit. But it wouldn't hurt you to interact with others, at least once in a blue moon. Luckily for you, we have spectators arriving here from all over El Dorado. Nah, pass. That sounds like it'll just be a pain in my ass. I wouldn't have come to this damn place had he not wanted to come. This place reeks of horse. Horse mucus. Actually, that's even worse. My, how cynical of you. At least tell me you're being sarcastic. Come on now, take a gander out there once more and find some amusement out of this place. I say that this is the comedy we both need. Huh? I'm not screaming that! There's someone in the house. This can't be! How have I lost everything? I haven't a single Draco left to my name. How could this have happened to me? My pick should have been spot on! Come on now, Pino. How pathetic of you to lose. Wanna bet one more time? Daddy still has plenty of Dracos left in his wallet for you. Yes, please. Give me enough for another shot at these bets. This time, I'll swear I'll win every last Draco that I've lost so far and then some. Dakar, are you sure it's okay to just hand them that many Dracos on a whim like that? Nah, it doesn't bother Daddy one bit. You see, Daddy's looking forward to seeing Pino lose over and over again, just so that he can see him come crying like that to Daddy each and every time. Plus, the more money I lend him, the more he owes me. This is how I'm ensuring that he'll never be able to leave me. Now, is Daddy a genius or what? Yes, he's a genius, and also, my goodness, Lord with an E-have mercy. I'm not sure how I feel about all this. Everything will be fine. Daddy promises. I'm gonna have to censor that. See what I mean? Amusement abounds here. Quit trying to get me to fall in line with you. This ain't amusement. If anything, this is giving me the creeps. Well, what do you just witness there happens to be a form of standing that's spreading like wildfire these days, or so I hear. You are way too 2013 because standing was there for a long time. Now we call it having a bias. That's an awfully twisted way of supporting or standing or whatever you want to call it. Why the love's gotta be so warped like that? Come to think of it, Rogaru, are you in need of any funds for purchasing some bets for yourself? I'd better be more than happy to lend you some money. Hey, quit that while you're ahead. I ain't gonna let you stand me. Damn it, Basker. Hurry up and get back to me already. Don't make me deal with this lame geezer by myself this whole freaking time. I'm glad to see you that you're in good spirits still, Chivalrous Baron. Even though today's the day you go against Foras. Of course, why would I not be? If you're not careful, you might just bring even more shame upon the Federation. Do you still wish to go through with this? Yes I do, and I'm counting on your support more than ever. I will not allow those nightmares to continue having their way. Winning is the shortest path to solving this whole dilemma, and that goes for the Federation and your empire. If only it were that easy. You're not just up against the nightmares, you know, you're challenging Foras first and foremost, and he's the strongest thoroughbred out there right now. Yo, Chiver's Barn, are you around anywhere? I'll let you participate in matches again, just as you were hoping for. Let me tell ya, every gambler who bet on you and lost, they all hate your guts right now. Though they'd forget about you by now, but no, they kept screaming at me to put you back in. Ugh, it's so annoying as hell. Consider yourself as some opening act for me. That way I got somebody to bear the burden of all the boos and taunts. I appreciate it, Mangi. Truly, I do. Without your permission, I am not even allowed to set foot on the racetrack. Oh, come crying to me if you get injured though. In my opinion, you're better off not racing at all. I am, oh wow, Orion, thank you so much for those words of French. A gorgeous mirror like, oh my god. Oh. Whoa, what the heck has happened? Why did I suddenly sound like Spica now? Ugh, not that dude again. Gorgeous mare like you ought to wait for a stallion like me to come home. Just break down like a certain princess knight, I know, and you'll be living the life in no time. Well, suppose I win out there, then would you let me buy back ownership over myself? Cavalry Commander Helion of this fine empire of Obsidonia, if I recall, rose up from the humble ranks of slave gladiator through his strength alone to earn his freedom. There's a wealth of poetry on this time in the Colosseum, in fact. Yeah, well, if that happens, sure, I'll release ya or whatever. Do whatever the hell you want at that point. But if you lose miserably again, you understand that'll happen to ya, right? You won't be able to race ever again. I'll have to use you as a brood mare on my ranch for the rest of your days. Understood. Oh, how splendid. I can't wait to see what happens. Well then, all I can do is do my best and see what happens. I ought to warm myself first, though. The paddock seems like it's getting awfully noisy. See what's happening at Foras's paddock. So, this is another one in FD26. The paddocks are already packed with all the renowned thoroughbreds which dominate the field. In the centermost paddock, bathing in all the glory, is a certain stallion who happens to be the favorite of practically everyone. Okay, so there was actually a adult scene after before this. So my goodness, his aura is absolutely astonishing. Such an overwhelming presence he has. Is what it means to be at the very top as a stallion. You got demolished by these guys, yeah? Yet you can think you can beat me? Don't make me laugh. Foras scoffs as he swings the massive deadly weapon hanging between his legs. Residual droplets spew out from it, aiming straight for our chivalrous Baron. What exactly is the source of your power? I hear that you hail from Verdantia, but I do not sense lust or asmone, I should say, from you. There certainly is much to be desired from you, but... Are you insinuating that I'm using some sort of underhanded magic trick on everyone? I actually believe in myself, thank you very much. I got underlings all over Eldorado now who got my back. I never once contemplated defeat. You call these horses thoroughbreds? Give me a break. Every last one of these horses is just another spoiled brat who never even been able on an adventure to speak of. Well, I certainly would not be one to lose in that department. My yearning for adventure is second to none, and as for my feelings for the people of the Federation, no one beats me on that front either. Although I have experienced a few too many endings that were less than ideal. I swear on my honor that I, as a full-fledged adventurer in my own right, shall be victorious against you, Foras. I figured you'd say something like that, chivalrous Baron. Don't know why, but you give off a different vibe than all these other dudes. I admire how you're able to lose with grace, honestly. But I'm still gonna make you regret how cocky you've been when I violate your in front of everyone in that arena. Yours is probably already squirming for what it's about to get from me. Well, about that. Anyway, I'ma bang you later on the field. Peace. Whoa.
Do you seriously think that you can win against Foras? Why must you be so damn stubborn?
I unfortunately do not have an answer for you.
Don't you see? You're being treated as an opening act as it is.
Well, if I keep winning out there in the arena and stand out as a true man that I know I am, I should be able to challenge him.
Do you even hear yourself talking right now? Equus, why is it not literally the other day that you got your ass handed to you?
Foras doesn't even have the protection of a Shadow King on his side like you do, yet here he is surpassing the might of the Nightmares with all their magic. But that can be attributed to his powerful will, the confidence that he has built from traveling the world on those powerful legs of his is not merely for show. The same could be said about me though. That in and of itself is proof that I am not just full of envy and jealousy, and jealous. Not sure why there's an extra jealousy, but let's show.
There you go again, putting up a brave front just to cover your own ass. Well, that cannot be helped. Go along with it, will you? Well, I'm not too fond of constantly losing either.
Jade, I'm counting on you. Chivisbaran says as he grabs a hold of Jade's slimy hand emerging from the shadows.
Stop it! You're grossing me out! For crying out loud! I'll say this though. Out of all the kings who have ever utilized the power of my dragon vein, I take you over any of them. Ooh! So what's your plan? At the rate you're going now, you'll lose not only to Foras but also the Nightmares and the rest of their lackeys. You might as well get a hold of some of that man's seed while you have the chance.
If breeding is the key to making a stallion stronger, then there might be hope for me. I know, I shall go breed with Helios. That ought to do the trick. Although I do pity him for how his body has been so unfortunately burdened by the magic which his owner Mangi has coalesced into him in that dreadful stable by all those other stallions.
You intend on breeding with that miserable mare? You think that you'll somehow become magically stronger than all the horses in the stables just by breeding with him? I assure you that things will not be that simple for you.
Of course, I am quite aware that the loan will not be enough. If I can get Helios to trust in me, however, his empire might still have a future waiting for it, which does not depend on whatever scheme it is that those Nightmares have in store for them. If I can get him to have my back in the same way that all those adventurers from all over El Dorado have Foras's back, then I too may tap into the very magic which these Nightmares are exploiting, the frenzy on the track which fuels the ever-growing dreams of all the greedy bastards participating. Nonetheless, it is undeniable that Foras single-handedly appeared in that arena, stronger than all those around him. Foras doesn't have the dragon vein of Obsidonia protecting him. What he does have, though, is absolute confidence in himself. Somehow, he has been able to utilize that confidence of his to get him to the top in what felt like the blink of an eye. From that standpoint, what we believe to be common sense no longer applies. Now does it?
Well, yeah, duh. What's your point, though?
Changes are occurring, which not even you, a Shadow King, can predict or even know about. Your ability to use magic in Obsidonia is just one example of such a change. These changes may feel like magic, but in Foras's case, we know he is no mage or sorcerer by any definition. Moreover, his lack of Shadow King backing is even more telling. If he can attain what he has so far via unwavering confidence coupled with the courage and curiosity to race all over El Dorado, surely I too can become strong enough to get the job done. Hell, have I not shown myself capable of jumping into enemy territory single-handedly for the sake of the Federation?
I just don't get you. I thought you were supposed to be smarter than this. You absolutely lost all your marbles, Equus. Has the reality that you've already lost once not gone through your thick skull yet? Admit it, I more than anyone else know just how damn stubborn you are. There's no sense telling you to stop anyhow, you goody two-shoes bookworm. If you so insist, I suppose I'll let us give this one more shot, eh? Your next match will be your last anyway, so I might as well pitch in. When you lose though, we're heading straight home to the Federation. Then I'll get to cuddle my little sore-ass loser of a pony till he feels all better.
The race has finally begun. This will be a crucial match for Chivros Baron, as it is his last and only chance to beat Foras. I guess Foras is going for yet another solo win, huh? And he better win a safe one, so I'm pretty content about how this will turn out, aren't you? Now, for a man like yourself to come all this way for recreation, only to watch a match with a foregone conclusion, is that just not dreadfully boring? Look, every horse out there is under Mangi's control. Does he plan on becoming the bookie for the entire racetrack? True upset is what we're in need of right now. Oh, speaking of which, the Chivros Baron fellow from the Federation is going to be racing again. Wait, he still hasn't gone home? I know he lost terribly out there once already, but I'd love to see him in a match like that again, if you know what I mean. The Sepian merchant says as he looks through his spyglass towards a certain corner of the arena. That corner happens to be where the loser's bracket is located. Nobodies without owners just fight it out amongst themselves. Okay. Oh, out of the way, out of the way! You weak horses ought to know standing around is too dangerous for y'all. Why are you even out here when you haven't healed from your injuries yet? Commander Helion! Oh, well, if it isn't that mare who goes by Chivros Baron. The thoroughbred's shoulders visibly drop the moment his eyes register that it is Chivros Baron who called out to him. While I admire how horse racing is booming, I believe the frenzy has become rather too heated. Even if you are not able to snag an owner here, an honest warrior such as yourself has plenty of places to shine in this world, I am sure. We're not in the Federation, you know. If the nobles don't bat an eye at you here, you're pretty much done for. I understand that, but there are bad guys out there profiting off the very greed-festering dreams they have propped up and fueled. I must not allow them to get away with this dastardly scheme. Strange. I could have sworn I sensed Commander Helion around. I wonder where he could have gone. He was so tender to all the horses here as our shining cavalry commander. Aim to be that #1 stallion. Oh? I'm tired of all these lame-ass fighters. They ain't even worth being called warriors. I thought there'd be at least one dude with some guts running around here. To think I ran all this way to this racetrack hoping to find myself a mate to take my hand in marriage. What? You wanna marry someone? What's this I see? Looks like all the thoroughbreds have forfeited before their matchups with me have even begun. That means you're the only one left who's willing to change me. Foras, I demand that you face off against me. Fine by me. I was getting pretty bored anyway. So how about it? Wanna breed with me right here and now? Everyone will be watching, you know. Ain't that exciting for you? You're an excellent fighter, but that is about it. What was that? Are you seriously mocking me right now? Putting all that to the side until you've actually beaten me at my own game in a test of strength, will ya? Oh my god! Damn, you're fast! I could have sworn you were just fat ass with a little definition. Chivros Baron had clearly deployed a thin slime mesh across the grassy field with the help of Jade's power. Gaining momentum with a sliding tackle, Baron dives right under Foras, where his torso and groin area lie. And I'm not showing that. Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Are you trying to get yourself trampled, or are you finally giving up? Just you wait a few more seconds and I'll get to loving all over you. Oh, just as expected, your weight and overall figure are truly astonishing. Astounding. Oh, what sort of dirty underhanded trick are you trying to pull on me? Is this all so that you can get me to trip on my own legs or something? Oh, Helios. Oh, Jade and Volund.
Don't you dare ever say that dude's name in the same breath as mine!
At this rate, Foras will be losing the Chivalrous Baron. That would leave me with no payout. This is unacceptable. I find it strange that Foras would just relinquish his position as top stud so easily to a horse at rock bottom like Chivalrous Baron. I find it all very fishy. I agree, this is rigged for sure. Well, if you'll recall, the backgrounds of Foras, Mangi, and Chivalrous Baron have all been dubious from the start. They're most likely in cahoots with each other. That means we Sepians are being the ones played for once, huh? Well, we are the ones with all the wealth, so it's only natural that we'd be targeted in this manner. None of that is true, I assure you. The Obsidonian Derby is a clean and exciting means for patrons to gamble. No matter how finely you divide up ownership rights to these thoroughbreds, sales will taper off in the end. Moreover, breeding sessions for owners are all booked up. With ownership rights divided out so finely, earnings are nothing like what they were initially. What the heck, in under a few days? Golly, this is not the most profitable business after all, huh? I even heard that you folks are peddling a Mangi Stallion potions everywhere. Let me guess, you're about to start selling ownership rights to Foras and Chivalrous Baron with their owner Mangi as their subdivider. Huh, Spica? Don't be silly, we only gave that minimal consideration, I assure you. That makes for a huge conflict of interest for every owner out there minus Mangi. You nightmares have had it in the palm of your hands. At this rate, we might as well head back to Sepia and watch some underground erotic wrestling for crying out loud. Please, wait 1 second. I beg of you. I promise you all are about to see a derby far more amazing than you could ever dream of. Okay. So, we got two adult scenes. We got owner Mangi gets his divine punishment and Avenger Baron gets his revenge match. Let's do the Mangi one. What? Rogue showed up again! Yay! Rogue. Hi, Rogue! We were just talking about you! Happy Valentine's Day, Rogue! We love you, Rogue! Whoa, what the hell's going on here? Is Foras really gonna freaking lose? Wait, what? I bet my whole fortune on this match! I thought my odds were supposed to be safe! This is totally rigged! Oi, what? How should I know? How should I know? My ass, ain't you their owner? Oh yeah, I guess I am. Come on, Foras! You can still pound the hell out of Chivalrous Baron's ass and win! Owner's orders, got it? Yo, Mangi! Are all those dudes fighting cause of me? They're wanting me to rematch this dude Chivalrous Baron here? No can do! What? Why don't you ever listen to what I say? You're a horse fighter at best, which means I'm still your owner. With owner Mangi under the spotlight is this decisive slip of the tongue, which leaves all the gamblers present absolutely stunned. Just when I thought I was really enjoying these races because of how cool the Stallions were, but damn, you dare insult Obsidonian tradition like that? That's so horrible of you to say, Sir Mangi. Even as an owner, you've gone too far. I knew that kid was a nobody. Yo, Mangi, you say that I'm just a horse fighter? Then how about you come down here and try to top me? Come on, get your ass down here and fight! Yeah, fight! Sorry, I'll do anything, I swear. Driven by Foras' anger beckoning, the audience collectively demands that Mangi get down into the arena to participate as a fighter. Mangi, weeping onto the dirt floor beneath him, repeatedly bows down to his knees before each and every patron throwing back their losing slips at him, which they had all gone into depth over. Of course, he had no part in rigging any match, nor would he ever begin to know how to execute such a scheme. Alas, the frenzy that has now ensued over it doesn't seem like it will die down anytime soon for him. Oh, forgive me, please. I just want to go back home to the Federation. King Equus, come on and send my ass back to the Federation already. Avenger Barn gets his revenge match. Why the hell did Foras have to lose to Chivalrous Barn of all horses like that? Chivalrous Barn was the widow pony who was crying like a bitch to me not too long ago. I can't imagine Foras being swayed by the likes of him. Damn it! Well, if it's one thing I'll give that man, it's the fact that he doesn't bow his head to the Draco. Even when I examine it in his dreams, all think about himself. So at least he's no different externally than he is internally. To think not coming to terms with that hoodie how he blindsided us. Alas, if I were to try to corrupt him once more, the Obsidonian Dermy might never wake up from this feverish dream. Found you. Sneaking around does not suit the man who finds himself as number 2 among thoroughbreds, now does it? Well, I am quite pleased to see that the prey that I've been after has decided to grace me with his presence instead. To think you refuse to go up against Foras. Honestly, I am quite appalled by that. Not you getting cocky on me. You know it's best you to run away from battles that you know you can't win, right? Do you think the crowd would be content with such an outcome? Let me guess, what you nightmares fear most is the dreamlike excitement consuming everyone dying down. Am I right? You find yourself capable of walking freely outside of your dream world, but things are not going as you dreamed, are they? I bet you did not even predict me or Foras entering your equation, did you? I shouldn't have expected anything less of the Federation's notorious chivalrous fiend. He's no different than a certain egghead king I know. Come and fight me, Orion, you nightmare! I demand that you cease producing those stallion potion making everyone so crazy about these races and restore Chivalry Commander Helion to his original form. Oh, so high and mighty of you to make those demands. I'm not quite sure what happened between you and Foras, but did you try to seduce him by following my lead? I say that even though I know full well that you came because you still can't get me off your mind, am I right? Whether you're asleep or awake, I'll show you the dream I have in store, so you needn't bother yourself with anything extraneous. Which is, I'm sure, how you put it. I'll make sure to love you in a way that's truly out of this world, oh Blanish mare of mine. My, how tame you are about this. You know it's quite exciting to see such a cocky hero such as yourself get his just dessert. I know plenty of adventurers who dream of much the same thing. I'll tailor your defeat to your liking. Ha! Just as I thought, I knew Foras and I were not even aircrafts on your dream radar. Even to you magical beasts, we have served as chaos. Having bred with Helios and now even Foras. I know that I can't come out victorious. Huh? Oh! Stop what you're doing! I feel Foras's power flowing in me, along with the crowd's expectations for me. This is the magic. Wait, no, this is my own courage that I am feeling. Hey, get off! I don't care how much muscle you think you have, Ghost-Lord. Go ahead, try to corrupt me with your magic like you did during our first match together. Can you not rely on the power that you dived out to these thoroughbreds of yours anymore? Spica, respond already! Looks like you're having a rough time there. What's become of all the ownership rights to me that have been sold? Where are all the men who've bought into me? Well, you see, adventurers have been flooding in wanting to sell off their rights to you. I've been on the lookout for prospective buyers for you, but since you're only number 2, let's just say it's been an uphill battle. Speaking of battle, I haven't even been able to participate in stallion matchups either. Moreover, people already suspect us Stallions and Sir Mangi of rigging the matches. Everyone's just being a sore losers. They're whining and they're not even horses. Hey, what about you becoming a stallion? Is that not what you want? You do realize this isn't a battle for mares, right? Those in the crowd ultimately decides who wins. As such, I intend on claiming that victory my way. I'm fully aware that, whether asleep or awake, that your dream is to be a mare. You know, it is bad manner to spread around other people's secrets. I have no interest in such a male horse as you. What I want is to corrupt as many adventurers as I can. As Chivalrous Baron, I shall not turn a blind eye to that. I shall have you reflect on this chaos that you have set in motion for the sake of our precious world of El Dorado. Stop this! Stop this right now! Dare I say, this is a bloody nightmare!
Damn it, Equus! Now you're really getting out of hand with your cockiness. I'm talking about courage and You do realize I am powerless without jealousy, right? Ah, damn it! Whether you're so absorbed in mating, you never listen to a damn word I say.
What is the end goal for you nightmares? Isn't that obvious enough? By corrupting adventurers and magical beasts alike with dreams of striking it rich and uninhibited debauchery, we provide ourselves a never-ending feast to power us up. We intend on being the strongest studs around on this world of ours until the end of time. This is how we'll ensure we can forever feast on everyone's dreams. We won't stop there. We'll have everyone dream of becoming nightmares themselves, then turn all of El Dorado's adventures in the real world into us. We're not even stopping at horse fanatics either. Someday all those guys in the stands will become cute, handsome nightmares. I see, which is why these races serve to compete for the pinnacle of stallion power. Can someone like me then not win? Obviously not. You're clearly just a mare meant to be milked. What am I dream for Absidonia? It's horse racing tradition. The history and common sense that goes behind it all. This feels way too good. I am Chivalrous Baron, and I have come to reform Absidonia. Come now, Orion. I actually love being bred rough by adventurers and magical beasts. I will not call whatever you do to me barbarism. I swear, shoot what you have loaded inside me this instant. Uh-oh, this is bad. I need to retreat. But at least I can say that I was able to stop the nightmares' schemes. Helion, I say it's time that you claim the glory for your empire however you see fit. Wow. What's all this commotion? Did Foras win again? While the races are intriguing, now's not the time to be worrying about that. More importantly, we need to find Helion. Baku, is this really the place where we should be looking for him? Oh, hi, Baku. So sleepy. And the stable's so warm. Didn't you mention how you sense a horse in here having the same dreams as Helion, Baku? Yes, well, probably. Orion and Spica probably did something. Man, it reeks of magic in here. True, I do sense the magic presence of nightmares in each of these stalls. I wonder if this has anything to do with the thoroughbreds participating in the races. Don't tell me they enslaved the thoroughbreds. It's completely out of the normal for there to be such a frenzy over racing that lasts longer than a few days. I'm honestly interested in things that are so vulgar and noisy. Hey, he's over there. Half asleep, Baku still manages to point at a stall in the darkest, farthest part of the stable. What? You can't be serious. Indeed, the stall has a nameplate which reads Helios Mare, and rising groggily from the strawbread inside is none other than... Oh, it's Helion, he's alright! Did that dream magic finally wear off? So that means I'm back to normal, which also means... Oh, Helion! Where the hell were you? I'm terribly sorry for making you two worry about me. Did you get dragged into some horrible ordeal? Some evil intention on the part of the nightmares, no doubt. I ought to chase those low-level magical beasts out of Absidonia entirely. Now hold on a second, please. I understand my absence has caused a lot of trouble. And I'm quite certain that that was caused by Orion and Spica, but... do try to go easy on them. This horse racing boom has enriched Absidonia at the end of the day. No, it didn't, Helion. People are literally leaving! Oh my god, Orion and Spica... why are you just defending them, bro? They have done this twice. Twice, by the way. And you're literally letting them off the hook, bro? They're not going to change. My goodness, you are sticking to them like glue. This is what I'd expect of their magic and brains, to be honest. Dreams are pretty much fading into reality at this point. Dream magic is definitely powerful, but it is also just as fragile. What the heck? I gotta run! I gotta run! Foras ran off somewhere, so now I'm definitely toast. We didn't rig any matches, I swear. This is all your guys' fault. Spica on Orion. What a preposterous, unfair accusation you're throwing at us, Mangi. Huh. I'm sure you won't be dreaming about horse racing anytime soon. Lavash, if it isn't... Hey, Orion, Spica, Helion, the horse trainer? Oh no, that means the dream is already over. Haven't you had enough? Your plan failed, did it not? You'll need to explain yourselves properly to Emperor Kafka and Bizbub here, as well as take responsibility for all the trouble you have caused. Explain ourselves? Is that all? That's how I intend on forgiving you, that is. I did willingly accept the role of horse, which you bestowed upon me after all. Bro does not realize that he was being peer pressured, okay? Okay, got it. Helion, would you please explain what all has happened in detail? Of course, I'll tell you all about it later. More importantly, would we be able to have an audience with King Equus in the Federation? In the Federation? Oh, we're here. Oh my, King Equus, you look terribly fatigued. Huh, do you think so? So anyway, how's your inspection of the Obsidonian horse racing scene? I apologize for how my investigation became so prolonged. It was quite fascinating to me, being a horse and all. I will make sure to catch up on all the work I left behind for you, but it seems like everyone has done such a splendid job managing without me. It makes me wonder if I am even needed here for you all to get the job done. I kid, of course. Now, why would you ever say such a thing? Hey now, do you have any idea how much was spent on your search? Kings sure have it easy, let me tell ya. Varlets, bite your tongue if you don't want to lose your seat in our assembly. Please refrain from going incognito like that alone again, though. Since you are our head of state, we ask that you please exercise caution in everything that you do. I want to accompany you, you know. I am quite interested in how they designed the racetrack. Romanus says as he casually passes over agenda items to Equus, which had been approved by proxy in his absence. Ah, yes, I too wish to accompany him, but I suppose it wasn't the right time. Well, it's a gambling we're talking about. Either way, the lure of 20.26 million Dracos per stud fee sounds great on paper, but from the looks of it, the boom has already passed by. So that means my trip was all for naught. That actually bums me out. Now hold on, your investigation wasn't a waste in the slightest. While the honor of being that renowned stallion did not become worthless overnight, having a stud fee we were a mansion was certainly outlandish to say the least. For some reason or another, though, they bestowed us rather lavish gifts in the form of items, tremendous assets such as multiple S-rank relics. Hey, what do you think that is though? That kind of fortune could cover our national budget for half a year. How the hell should they know? King Equus, you must tell us about what all transpired in Obsidian, about all the heroic deeds you did there. Well, I honestly do not recall much of what happened. Did I do anything? After all, after this, you have an audience request to attend from the Emperor of Obsidonia. His knight Helion as well as the Shadow King of Gluttony will be accompanying him, which makes me rather worried that something might have happened, but... Considering the gifts and the letter that they gave us, I suppose we can all be composed about this. Hey, where's Chivalrous Baron at? Who? Huh? Oh. Ugh, do you want them to chop our heads off or what? We can't just waltz into the royal castle like this. Wipe your hoops first at least. You're getting mud everywhere. Oh, shut up. Ow! Mangi, along with the guards closing in on Foras, are nailed from behind by a spectacular back kick. Come on, come out wherever you are, you mare of a horse, Chivalrous Baron, you! Mare, he says? Chivalrous Baron is a wanted criminal. How audacious of anyone to shout his name inside the castle. What's with that centaur? Throw him out! Oops, well, I guess it's time for me to get to work. Can I just go home? It seems like this might turn into a lot of trouble that I'd rather not have to deal with. Now, Barlets, you can't just run away from potential cases like that. Minister Morgan specifically recommended that you be our informant, remember? I must prepare myself for our meeting with the Obsidonians. Ah, there you are! How could I not spot the one horse who reeks of milk more than anyone else? Hey there, Chivalrous Baron, it's me! Care to wrestle with me in the pasture? Allow me to take care of this matter for you. Please return to your quarters. My apologies for this, Edgar. How come the same horse beat King Equus? There ain't no way Equus could be the poor folks alias Chiver's Baron. Now Mangi, you know you shouldn't be bringing along questionable friends into the castle like this. Enough about that though. You seriously need to start paying your tab. Yeah, sorry for being so damn poor. This place is making me really uncomfortable. I'm going home. But wait, that really is Chiver's Barn over there. That guy was part of the nobility all along? Wow, he sure has a nice crib. Hey, why is he running away? He obviously has time on his hands. Ah, no, you can't go any further into the noble's domain than you already have, dumbass. Guard, stop that suspicious person! And that's it! So, we are at this moment where we are going to be reviewing all of the not safe for work scenes and also the event as a whole. Okay, now I definitely think watching the adult scenes help with the context. I recommend it. Well, I recommend it to people who want to watch it. It's not as bad as like other it's not as as higher leveled of insanity as, you know, compared to others, but it does provide a lot of more context. Because Mangi itself is it's kind of a false villain in the sense that I guess he's there, but he's not the one who actually rigged the match. It's Orion. Basically everything was organized by Orion himself. So yeah. So what do I think of the event so far? I think the not safe for work scenes add a lot to the event. However, the pacing is actually quite good. I have to admit. Will I give this a goddamn mark? For Stallion Smash, the ultimate male horse derby. I wish we did get to see I wish we got to see what actually happens to Spica and Orion. I think this would have definitely made it to be a very perfect a perfect event, honestly. Like if the consequences of Spica and Orion's actions are something that we actually see, because in all honesty the way that Helion said it was very vague. So I will still give this event a Eureka bonus because pretty much it was very properly said. The pacing was fine. It was actually quite interesting in how things evolved. Honestly, you know what? It's a typical hero story, but it works. It works in its context. And even though it's kind of the stimulant thing is repetitive, it wasn't fully the main focus of it. It was mostly on the 20.26 million Dracos per breeding. So yeah. So congratulations, Eidos. You just received your very first Eureka bonus. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all whenever. Bye bye.